Texas State Convention, how you doing? My name is Ryan, I'm an addict. Say yeah. Yeah. Okay, first thing I just want to let you know straight away, I'm available for children's parties. Okay. You ready to get started? In the case of 14-month-old Janiyah, Deshaun, you are not the father. Big surprise. I can't believe Deshaun's not the father. Yeah. So, let's do some housekeeping. Can you hear me in the back? Okay, can you hear me up front? Can you hot chicks in the middle hear me? Man, seeing you hot chicks makes me want to get a job. Yeah, fellas, you can't keep a woman you ain't got a job. Chicks like to go out. I've been fucking with chicks for 25 years. I've never met a chick that didn't like to go out all the time. Man, when you're young, it's all about who you are. But when you get old like me, it's all about what you got. And you can tell by the way they talk to you. So, what do you do? Why do they have to say so first? So, bitch, I'm Brad Pitt. Well, you don't look like Brad Pitt. Well, I'm getting ready for a new role. The name of my movie is Middle-Aged, Overweight White Guy with Glasses, Part 2. So, listen, I'm going to tell some jokes, but first I want to get right with the Lord. This won't take long. Hold on a second. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and please let me get some pussy. Okay. Yeah, I need a little help. I need a little extra help. Yeah. Well, this is going pretty well so far, huh? How am I doing? All right. See, tonight it's the Texas State Convention. Tomorrow, I'm getting slapped by Will Smith. Shit, I'm going somewhere. So I brought a prop on the stage. It's not exactly Carrot Top, but this is a check from my insurance company. It's for $1. Yeah. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and have that operation. I was going to get my brain augmented to improve cognitive functioning, but I think I'll settle for just a new pair of tits. Yeah. Okay. So I'm 46 years old. People say, oh, you're still young. Tell that to my cholesterol medication. 46 years old. I think when you start taking cholesterol medication, your youth is over. That's how I feel about it. I mean, I can put it another way. If you could be 12 years old, if you're on Lipitor, you're old as a motherfucker. 46 years old. I got my second colonoscopy. I don't get an applause for that? Do you know what goes into a colonoscopy? This is a mostly older crowd. I know you know. Yeah. Second colonoscopy. Yeah. The reason I got one, I just felt like I wasn't getting enough attention. Yeah. Colonoscopy it's a 2-day ordeal. You know, the first day, that's the hard day. That's the prep. Second day is really no big deal at all. They wheel you into the operating room, knock you out with dope. You wake up and find out that your privates have been violated. It's kind of like Bill Cosby with insurance. Man, he really fucked up, huh? He used to be America's dad, remember that? More like America's stepdad. Oh! Man, I admire the great men of history. Man, the wise things they said. Descartes, he said, I think, therefore I am. Martin Luther King said, today I have a dream. And Louis C.K. said, hey, can I jerk off in front of you? Nasty motherfucker. I'm glad he didn't ask me. I would have told him no. I want to see your red-headed dick. So I see some white folks here. White people, I want to tell you something. This is for the white folks. White folks, if you haven't had collard greens and candied yams on Thanksgiving Day, you really need to get some black friends. Yeah. Black people can cook. One time I was at a black birthday party, this chick said, "Hey Ryan, I know why you like black people." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because we cook good, huh?" I said, "You goddamn right." I got something for the black folks. Black folks, if you haven't been to see Joe Bonamassa in concert in Grand Prairie and sat in the second row, you really need to get some rich white friends. Have you ever seen Joe Bonamassa play guitar? This guy was born to do nothing else but play the blues guitar. 12 years old, he opened for B.B. King. Incredible. My friend and I, we went to the concession stand. We got 2 hamburgers and a bottle of water, and that cost $42. So here's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. God forbid comedy doesn't work out. I'm going to sell hamburgers. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ryan, you're so goddamn funny. What are you doing here in Texas, man? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm here because of all the hot black chicks. I'm just trying to get me one. Sure. Man, I knew I was into black chicks back in 1987. There was a woman on the TV. Her name was Whitney Houston. She had a video. She said, "I want to dance with somebody who really loves me." I said, "Whitney, I love you. I really love you. And if it hadn't been for Bobby, she'd be fucking with me today." Oh, I know I talk a lot about the black-white thing. I grew up in Georgia, you know. There's a lot of that going on back then. But let me tell you something, man. All that racism I grew up with, let me tell you something that didn't discriminate. The disease of addiction. Right? The disease of addiction didn't give a damn that I was white, that I went to college. Right? Shit, man. I took my first hit of weed in 1999. Quit paying my rent in 2000. Shit. They want to make it a Schedule 3 narcotic. You see that? They want to make it a Schedule 3. Shit, I could make it a Schedule 15 and still make me homeless. I took a hit of weed, I didn't get off the couch for 19 years. They said weed wasn't addictive. I don't think you know the kind of shit I used to do to get weed. I used to suck dick behind a dumpster. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I was sucking dumpster behind a dick. I don't know. Long time ago. Oh, yeah, so, you know what happened? I'll tell you, I dropped a tortilla chip on the kitchen floor and it shattered into pieces, right? I knelt down to pick up the broken pieces of the tortilla chip. I said, "Hey, wait a minute. This is familiar. What does this remind me of? When you used to smoke crack, motherfucker." I went to Walmart. I was standing in the customer service line. There was a sign on the wall that said, "No drinking on the premises." So I got fucked up with cosmetics. Yeah. I got 7 years clean. Yeah. 7 years of sobriety. Based on the way this set's going, I think I'm gonna start drinking again. Yeah. Start with the no duels. Work my way up to Crown. Yeah. I know what I'm talking about, man. I am an alcoholic. I thought I was a sexaholic, but the pussy got in the way of my drinking. Shit. You know how I know I'm an alcoholic? Because one day, I got a knock on the door. It was the sheriff. And he gave me a yellow piece of paper that said eviction notice. I said, "Damn, dude, I just paid the rent 6 months ago." Fuck. Yeah, I had a problem. I want to tell you how I got sober. Can I tell you? Yeah. Okay, so I used to be promiscuous, right? Now I'm a paragon of virtue. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't fuck. But I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Unsuccessful. Man, I was living in San Diego. I was hooking up with this chick in El Cajon. I said, God damn it, Leah, you got perfect teeth. She said, oh, thank you. They're fake, actually. I have diabetes. I lost all my teeth. I said, shit. I said, you got nice hair. She said, thank you. It's a wig, actually. I have diabetes. I lost all my hair. I said, shit. In the morning, there she was, no teeth, no hair, naked, and 450 pounds. That's when I got sober. Yeah. It took what it took. Man, think of how much money you spent on dope. If I could get back all the money that I spent on dope, I would use it to build a laboratory. And I would get the smartest people in the world from Japan, Korea, MIT, engineers, to work day and night and research so they could figure out what a woman means when she says, I'll call you back. What does she mean? I think what she means is I won't call you back. I expected that to land a little harder, but it's okay. It's okay. This is new shit. Man, Narcotics Anonymous, are you having a good time so far? Yeah. Man, I love NA. I love NA. I like the women in NA. Yeah. You know what I like about the women in NA? You know they're fucked up. Yeah. It's not like women out in the real world. You know, you meet a woman out in the real world, you go, man, I wonder if she's got any issues. In NA, I know you do. This chick came up to me, she said, Ryan, how'd you know I was crazy? I said, that's easy. I heard you share. Yeah. I heard you share. I heard you share about being a psychopath, being a stalker, and that's why I don't fuck with you. Shit. I don't want you in my house. My leasing office knows me as a guy that pays his rent on time, don't cause no problems. Why do I gotta put up with your bullshit? Because you wear them tight-ass pants? You know that girl, she wears them tight-ass pants, she walks to the coffee maker. Come on, just make sure you're looking at her, right? Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. I got tight-ass pants, too. You don't want to see me wear them, but I got them. Man, you know what I like? I like the NA professors. The one, you know, when they want to sound good, share like Shakespeare, you know? What do? They consult the dictionary, right? But they always look up words that everybody knows. Yeah, I'm Ichabod. I'm an addict. Hey, Ichabod. Yeah, man, I looked up the word sandwich, right? And dictionary said 2 pieces of bread with something in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. But I looked a little further, right? I looked up the word mustard, right? You know what it said? It said yellow sauce that you put on a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Ichabod. I didn't know what a sandwich was until you looked it up. Yeah. I think, I can take it. Thank God I don't say half the shit I'm thinking about. You know what I mean? You ever be in the middle of your share and you just be like, some girl walk in, you're like, girl, I know you're not wearing them pink-ass Band-Aids. With that neon green halter top. You take your ass home and change. Oh, I know I'm not a sexy guy. You know, I'm probably a 4.5, 5. Shit. When I used to do H&I at a women's prison, I felt like a 19. Man. Them girls ain't seen a dude in a long time. I've learned a couple things from NA. I've learned that you can drink too much coffee. You know that guy that makes the coffee too strong? Yeah. Shit, when I drink that coffee, I drink 2 cups of that coffee, I feel like when I was in high school taking Ritalin. Zing! I've learned in NA, you can buy new body parts. I was looking at this chick. She had the whitest teeth I ever saw. I said, damn, how'd she get such white teeth? Someone said, man, they ain't like real fucking teeth, dude. Those are fake-ass teeth. That's what I like about NA, man. We get clean. You can buy new teeth, new titties, new ass, new hair, get a facelift. It's good to be clean. Oh, you got any NA couples? Yeah, that's cool, man. I love it. I love NA couples. It makes me ask questions, you know, like, how are 2 hoes gonna make it a relationship? I wonder, man. Bitch, break yourself. Bitch, you break yourself. Some of y'all make it work. That's cool. That's cool. Man, I had a passionate relationship with a newcomer. It was true love, man. It was the truest 2 weeks of my life. She was fucking with me because her man was locked up. She liked white dudes, right? Her man was locked up, so she was fucking with me. She said, hey, I want to tell you something. I said, what's that? She said, I'm polyamorous. I said, what does that mean? She says, well, it means I can have sex with anyone I want, anytime I want. I said, oh, okay, you're a hoe. See, when I was a kid, they called that being a hoe. Yeah, they got fancy names for it now, huh? She said she wanted to party, so we went back to my house and snorted some cholesterol medication. She didn't get high, but her triglycerides are a lot lower. Yeah, that's a joke for the 50-year-olds. Yeah, you can thank me later. I know what I'm talking about. This is an interracial crowd. I like this. I'm in an interracial relationship myself. My wife is Japanese. Her name is Nissan. Nissan Altima. Shit, I should probably stop telling that joke. You know, I actually lost the car. Drunk driver hit the car in October, and God, that sucked for me. I had to start getting rides to meetings. I got a ride with this one dude. He was on the phone with his bank, and Mr. Smith, this is Marcia from Navy Federal Credit Union. We detected a fraudulent charge in your account for $200 for a website called BigBootyChristianGrandmas.com. Was that you? I was embarrassed. I thought I was the only one on that site, you know. I got a ride with this one chick. She would argue with me all the way to the meeting so she could win the argument. On the way home, I didn't say a goddamn thing. Kept my mouth shut. She dropped me out. She said, how come you didn't say nothing? Girl, I was too busy listening to you chomp on that ice. From QT. Chomp on that ice like a hippo from the San Diego Zoo. Like you never seen ice before. That's what I said. I said that to myself. I wasn't going to say it to her. Bitch is crazy. I'll end up dead in a ditch somewhere. I may be an asshole, but I'm no fool. Yeah. When a hot chick farts, it smells worse for some reason. You ever think of that? I think it's an expectations issue. Yeah. You know, she's hot, right? And you expect one thing, and then it's damn, bitch. Smell like the Vietnam War. I was watching my cat lick its ass. Man, I just thought that's so beautiful, you know. If I could lick my own ass, I'd stop going to therapy. Why would you need to go? I got mom issues. My mom walked out of me when I was 3 years old. She walked back in when I was 16. I was jerking off.
Damn.
Hey, Mom. I saw one of those stepmom porn videos. I saw my stepmom. She looked good. But then I saw myself, and I was pissed. I mean, I didn't know she was recording that whole time. I never could trust her. Well, I've changed careers. I used to be a male prostitute, but I found out I could get a lot more sex and a lot more money if I became a preacher, so I switched it up. Oh, he's in trouble now. He's in trouble now because he was hanging out with Diddy, right? And he's trying to play it off, right? They got video. They got video. I mean, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So I don't normally brag because I ain't like that, but I went to college and I went to the University of Virginia. I graduated cum laude and I was an English major and I've written lots of books and dissertations and I wrote a poem for you here at the Texas State Convention. And, oh, geez, I'm kind of shy. Can I share it with you?
Yeah.
All right, this is deep and spiritual. Hold on. Let me get in the zone. Roses are red, violets are blue. Trader Joe's is out of everything. Bagels, what the fuck? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got an email in my spam folder. It said, "Do you like anal?" Of course, I deleted it right away. I don't know how the Catholic Church got my email address. Those nasty motherfuckers, man. They've been getting away with that shit for years. I'm confused about my sexuality. When I drink beer, my pinky goes up. Just to be sure, like any heterosexual man, I suck some cock. And what I realized was, I don't even like beer. I was at the Arlington Improv, and this comic came up behind me. He says to the bartender, "Hey, that's okay, I'm not drinking tonight." Shit. In 19 years of active alcoholism, I don't think I ever once said, "That's okay, I'm not drinking tonight." I said other things. Like, what do you mean you're pregnant? Oh, I looked at the back of my Tabasco sauce bottle, and I got depressed. Said, "Shake well." All these years I've been shaking it pretty good, you know. Well, I've decided I'm going to have sex tonight. I might even get another person involved. I still talk to my ex-girlfriend on the phone, and she said, "Talk to me like lovers do." I said, "Okay, bend over." Man, fuck! She got pissed. She was like, "I'm a lady. Be a gentleman." I said, "I'm sorry, please bend over." See, let me tell you, I am not the same guy in a friendship that I am in a relationship. Okay, when I'm in a friendship, man, I'm respectful, I'm polite, boundaries are healthy. When I'm in a relationship, I got expectations. And things can't get up. I got into it the other day. I said, "Bitch, pack your shit and get the fuck out of my house." She said, "This is my house." Damn. See, fellas, if you're shacking up and she's putting you up and you think you're hot shit because you're fucking, when she's done with you, you're out. Your shit's in a glad bag. If your name's not on the lease, you're homeless. Man, I'm pissed. I got played by this woman in the comedy scene, this hot blonde. Fuck. She was playing it like I had a chance with her, but really I was in the friend zone, you know what I'm saying? But I think she's really going to regret choosing a man with a real job over me. I think he's going to walk through the door with the money and the gifts and the flowers, and she's going to be like, yeah, that's okay. But you know what I really want? I want that middle-aged, overweight comic that can't buy me nothing. This chick just took my heart out of my chest, threw it on the ground, and did the Michael Jackson on it. Man, I'm unlucky in love. I fell for a blow-up doll. She turned out to be a real person. I'm heterosexual. I know that's not fashionable anymore. I'm heterosexual when I'm sober. Oh yeah, when I'm sober, I'm hetero, I'm conservative, you know. But if you put me in a room with a bunch of musical theater majors and some tequila, someone's getting fucked. Might be me, might be them. I don't know. I went to Hooters. I got fired, man. They fired me. I can't even keep a straight face. You know it's going to be about tits. Okay, you know. Hooters jokes, a tits joke. I feel like I've earned the right to talk about tits. Because I had a mammogram once. See, the women know, but I had a girlfriend. She pinched my tits so hard that she created trauma to the tissue, and I had to get a mammogram. See, fellas, I don't have to explain this to the women, but fellas, a mammogram is where they mash your tits in a vise as hard as they can. And I don't know what they're looking for, but I can tell you what I learned from the experience. I'm really fucking hurt. I thought I had erectile dysfunction. Turns out I was just single. I'll tell you how lonely I am. You want to know how lonely I am? I'm so lonely, I'm thinking about going to group conscience. You know you're lonely when you want to go to group conscience. I want to give you a little window into comedy. Okay, so when motherfuckers start telling jokes, after 2 weeks, they want to be the next Dave Chappelle, right? So they start saying shit like, man, I want to start going to LA. I'm going to LA. Back when I used to do theater, they said the same thing about New York. Man, I'm going to New York. You know what I never hear anybody say? Man, I'm going to stay right the fuck where I'm at. Fuck you guys, that was funny. That was well thought out. Man, I just spent $900 on a crown. I spend a fortune on these teeth, man. Every few months, I drop another couple $100 on fillings and cleanings and x-rays. If you can find a guy that takes care of himself half as well as I do, tell me his name, and I'll fuck him. The city of Fort Worth has a new app where you can report issues. So I let them know, I'm still angry about when my Uncle Scott touched my pee-pee. And there's a pothole on I-30 in Hewlin. Y'all know Paris Hilton? She got lucky with a name like that, huh? She could have been named Oklahoma City Motel 6. Man, a lot of these redneck white dudes, they're naming their daughters after GMC trucks. There's a lot of chicks out there named Sierra and Denali. But I'm classy. I named my daughter F-150. She gains any more weight, I'm going to name her F-250. I I ain't playing around. Man, we survived COVID, huh? That was crazy, wasn't it? Remember when the vaccine came out? People went nuts. I was at Aldi. I was standing in the line, and there was this right-wing guy with long hair in front of me. He says, "So, what do you think of the new communist America we live in?" Sir, I don't mean any disrespect, but I haven't had sex in 5 years. I don't really give a shit. There's a store next to Aldi called Adam and Eve. I was feeling kind of religious. I went in there, I said, "You guys got any Bibles?" They didn't have any Bibles. That's the end of that joke, okay? They didn't have any Bibles. Jesus. Beer commercials are funny, huh? They always show girls with bikinis at the beach. I don't know about you, but when I was getting drunk, I never saw that shit. I think instead of showing girls with bikinis at the beach, they ought to show two homeless guys in front of an AA meeting trying to get a ride home. That's a real beer commercial. Well, it's watermelon season, thank God. My favorite part of the summer. Eat it every night. Man, I saw this Mexican lady at Walmart. I saw her knocking on a watermelon. I said, "Senora, how do you know if it's a good watermelon?" She said, "Well, if it sounds good, it's good." So I knocked on a watermelon, and it spoke to me. It said, "Yeah, that sounds like a good watermelon." I want to tell you the kind of guy I am. I'm the kind of guy where if I'm walking down the street and I see cat shit with a $100 bill underneath it, I'm taking that cat shit. Yeah. So you can tell that I'm in shape, huh? That's fucking bullshit. I was working out at Planet Fitness. This was 2 Super Bowls ago. It was the Chiefs and the Eagles. I was on the treadmill. This couple came in wearing matching shirts, and I was checking out the chick, because she was hot. It's the gym. She goes and gets her man to come work out next to her so he can keep an eye on me in the mirror. Bullshit, man. He walks up to me. He says, "Why are you checking out my woman?" I said, "Actually, Chief, I was looking at him." I am not a good person. I know this because I will do fucked up shit to you, your family, your kids, if you don't bring back my Tupperware. You bring it back, man. I've had this Tupperware longer than I've been in relationships. I'll let you have it. I only read Playboy for the articles. I only watch porn for the research. But I go to church to be a pussy. I'd like to thank preachers' daughters for making that real easy. Why are they the sluttiest ones? Why is that? I don't know. I'm traumatized from childhood, man. My dad bought my stepmom a treadmill as a gift. There's a lot of ways you can tell your woman she's got a fat ass. Certainly one of them is to buy her a treadmill unsolicited as a gift. But fellas, how would you feel if your woman bought you 2 inches of dick and just said, "I thought you'd use it"? You need to think it through. Man, I got in touch with a friend of mine from high school named Lee. He said, "Ryan, I want you to pray for me." That's like asking a homeless guy to give me money. You want me to pray for you? You got everything. You got the wife, the kids, the career, you travel, your family moved to be with you. 4 fucking kids, man. You don't need prayer. You need a pack of condoms. Who's single? Nobody? You're all married? Who's married? You ever tried to talk to your married friends about your single problems? That went well, didn't it? Hey, Mike, I'm single and lonely. I'm lonely and single. Oh, sorry to hear that, right? We just went on a cruise. We went to Cozumel. But you're not going to get me with that shit, man, because you can't make me jealous about cruises, because I used to work on a cruise ship, and I know what really goes on. On a cruise ship, they got a crew bar. They have a crew bar for the officers and the entertainers and shit. And drinks are half off. So I thought I was going to save some money. I ended up drinking twice as much. Yeah. Man, when I was single, I was miserable. I did not like being single. But now that I'm in a relationship, it's much worse. You got a passport? No? I got a passport. I travel. I've been to Russia, I've been to Peru, I went to Costa Rica. I used to think that if you wanted an adventure, you had to get on a plane and go to the pyramids, Machu Picchu, or the Great Wall of China. But I don't feel that way today. I think all you need for an adventure is just get into a relationship with a white woman from Dallas. Tell her anything you want, just don't tell her no. Man, I got into a relationship with this woman. We went to Walmart, got some spring water and some vegetables, and I come on home and I said, honey, I want to tell you something. I like you. She said, you like me? I said, yeah, I love you. You love me? Yeah. I feel romantic feelings for you, emotions. It's out of that love that I want to tell you this. You get the heavy shit, I'll carry the light stuff. My girlfriend came over last weekend. Guess what we talked about? Nothing! She was on her phone the whole time. See, that didn't used to happen in the 90s. Like, you actually had to, talk to each other and shit. I'll tell you one thing about this chick, though. She's feminine. And that may seem obvious to you, but it shouldn't. Because I've been with chicks who were masculine. I was with this one chick. She was so butch, she had me doubting my own masculinity. Yeah. I mean, there's really nothing effeminate about me. I mean, I wear panties, but other than that. Very macho. She asked me if she could leave some shit in my bathroom. I said, yeah, sure. The sex was so good, she could have parked her car in the kitchen. I went to my bathroom. I said, damn, bitch, are you moving in? You better pay some rent. See, men need different shit to be happy. Some men need fame and fortune and travel. All I really need to be happy is for you to get your shit out of my refrigerator. You bring it over, just don't leave it there. Well, we had the blue bonnets on the road. That was nice, huh? See, I think they should change the state flower from the blue bonnet to Anna Nicole Smith. Remember Anna Nicole? Remember her in the courtroom crying, Your Honor, I loved him. OJ just died. Well, see, I'm thinking about the 90s right now. OJ just died. OJ killed every motherfucker in that driveway. You know how you know? Because you look at him, you go, that's how I look when I'm guilty. Not that I killed anybody. I wouldn't have got away with it. I ain't famous. Well, I am famous. I wasn't going to tell you, but I got famous in England. When you get famous in England, you get knighted. I got knighted by the Queen. She was alive at that time. All I had to do to get famous in America was make a sex tape. That's it. I got gangbanged by the Dallas Cowboys. It's pretty cool. It would have been more fun if they were winning, but oh, I just thought of one. I just thought of one. I got one. This is a joke. What do you call it when you're sober and you're surrounded by a bunch of alcoholics? Childhood. Childhood. Man, this guy said to me, he said, Ryan, you're such a good conversationalist. You'd be a great male escort. Have you ever seen a 250-pound male escort? Begs the question, why can't I be a female escort? Don't limit me. Shit, everybody's up in arms about this trans shit. Trans. Let me explain something about trans people, okay? Because I've hung out with some trans people. Trans people are normal ass people. They do normal shit. They smoke Newports. They listen to Tupac. They vote for Trump. Yes, I said it. They vote for Trump. I mean, trans people are really just like you and me. They just cut their dicks off, that's all. Shit, I should know what I'm talking about. I'm a trans man. I used to be a woman. At least I think I was a woman. I ate a lot of chocolate and my expectations were too high. The term today is gender at birth. See, when I was a kid, you were either a boy or a girl. And everybody thought I was a girl because I had long hair. And I realized if I want people to stop thinking I'm a girl, I need to quit wearing dresses. You know, I go to the Planet Fitness on next to TCU, and the hardest part about working out there is all the college girls come up to me when I'm on the treadmill, and they're all trying to get my number, and bullshit! I'm sorry. Sorry, I had something in my throat. So I'm spiritual. I traveled to India. I went to a guru, and you know, when you talk to a guru in India, they don't tell you anything. They only answer questions. So he said, son, you can ask me anything you want. Ask me about the soul, the ego, heaven or hell. What do you want to know? I said, Guru, I got a question for you. When did oxtails get so expensive? Used to be the cheapest thing in the store. Well, I've decided I'm going to try something I never tried before. I'm going to try monogamy. See how that goes. They say hindsight is 20/20. See, I don't like that. 2020 was fucked up. First pandemic in 100 years, riots all over the country, stressful election. See, I want hindsight to be 1996. I had a great time in 1996. I volunteered in the Olympic Games in Atlanta. You know, I went to Peru. I went to college. I got my first piece of ass in college. It was my theater professor. She had what had to be the biggest dick I've ever seen. I didn't really learn much from college. 4 years of college, all I really learned was that Lamisil kills fungus. I went $10,000 in debt to figure that out. I used to do a lot of fucking. I thought I was in the Hall of Fame. Now I'm in the Hall of Lame. I saw an advertisement that said, enjoy sex the way you used to. Then they give you a pill, you know. If I want to enjoy sex the way I used to, I don't need a damn pill. I need a time machine. Well, someone came up to me. She said, I heard your act. You talk too much about sex. Well, I'm not getting any sex. The least I can do is talk about it. I went to college. I got a degree. Actually, I don't want to brag about it, but I got a PhD. I got a PhD in barking up the wrong tree. You ever be staring at a lesbian in the rooms? You know you're barking up a wrong tree, looking at the lesbians in the room. Shit. I went to see Melissa Etheridge in the late 90s, and I was the only heterosexual in the crowd. Then I went to see the Indigo Girls, and I came out of the closet. I've been a lesbian ever since. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I got molested. But don't worry, I'm not going back to the airport anytime soon. Fucking TSA, man. They get paid to grab genitals all day long at TSA. Can you imagine if you were a pervert and you knew this about yourself and you found out that you could get a job grabbing asses all day long at the airport? You'd be working overtime and everything. Well, from everything I've said, you can probably infer that I'm bad at relationships. Everybody in my family was bad at relationships. We were bad at getting in them. We were bad at staying in them. But we were really good at fucking them up. I went to an astrologer to talk about this. You know, when people go to an astrologer, they all want to know the same shit. They want to know about the pink and the green. Love and money, romance and finance. And I was the same way. I went to an astrologer. I said, Madam Esmeralda, please tell me, why am I so bad at relationships? She said, well, let's look at your birth chart. So we looked at it, and she said, well, your sun's in Aquarius, your rising sign is Scorpio, and your Mars is in 27 degrees of Cancer. I said, what does that mean? She said, well, the reason you're bad at relationships is you're a fucking asshole. Best $200 I ever spent. Man, I talked to my therapist about it. I said, why am I bad at relationships? She said, well, it's because you had poor role models growing up. But I don't think so. I mean, it's not like my dad was fucking my mom's sister every day. It took breaks. Well, someone asked me, Ryan, do you shave your balls? I don't want to talk about that with you. Grandma. I wanted to become a porn star, but I became a porn extra instead. I suck less dick, but I get more time off. Probably shouldn't talk too much about porn. There's very little that I can say about X Hamster, X videos, you porn, Man, I hear about these 60-year-olds and then they talk about being addicted to porn. How are you going to be addicted to porn at 60 years old? How many times can you jerk off at 60? Because if it's more than 2, we need to talk. Give you something to look forward to. So I hear about a lot of guys taking Viagra to get their dick hard. That's I can't relate to that. All I really need to get my dick hard is ass. I could look at ass from across the city block and my dick get hard. So the answer to my problem is not a blue pill. What I need is a pair of binoculars. I'm available for children's parties. So I got this DVD from the library. It's called The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. You see this, brother? Man. It said, rated R for scenes of bloody violence, graphic nudity, and strong sexual content. I said, damn, this is a documentary about my childhood. And Denzel's a good actor. Denzel's such a good actor, he makes me want to be an actor. But the name of my movie would not be The Equalizer. The name of my movie would be The Guy Who Can't Get Over His Ex-Girlfriend, something like that. Instead of assassinating people, I'd be jerking off in my bed alone going, I'm sorry, please come back. Fucking pathetic, man. You know I'm crazy, huh? You didn't have to say it so fast. No, that's okay. I opened the door for that. You know, one time I had to call a suicide hotline, man. I called that suicide hotline. Suicide hotline, yeah, it's Ryan. I'm suicidal. I want to kill myself. She said, okay. Is that it? Well, it looks like we got no Gen Zs here. I was looking for the Gen Zs. No young people, huh? Man, Gen Zs are great. I want to thank them for their contribution to the pornographic arts. I mean, think about it, really, because before the Gen Z started making porn, we really never saw chicks licking ass. And we had to go to the Philippines or Thailand to get that stuff. And thank you from the bottom of my gut. Yeah. Well, this has been edifying, huh? I got to get out of here, but I want to tell you what happened. We're in different this is a different day today. Like, we're in the world of TikTok and social media and MP3s, and it didn't used to be like this, man. Back in the early 90s, we had tapes. And if you really liked somebody, you put the effort into making a mixed tape for who you liked. And I had it somewhere. I liked this girl. Her name was Jessica Parker. She was white girl, tall, stately, beautiful, just thick, just the way I like it. But I was too shy to talk to her. So I went home and I made her a mixtape. I put the juiciest love songs I could find on this tape. Luther Vandross, Journey, Bon Jovi. Took a lot of courage, but I walked up to her the next day. I said, Jessica, I made you a tape. She took the tape, did not say thank you, and threw it in the garbage. And that's the end of the story. 20 years later, she added me as a friend on Facebook. I scrolled down, down, down. I couldn't find any pictures of her. Finally, I found a picture of Jessica, man. She had gained 400 pounds. She was a health crisis. She couldn't walk. It's the same chick I was in love with, man. You know what the moral of that story is? Fuck that bitch. Hey, I hope you had a good time, guys. Thank you. I'm Ryan.